I think it's very hard to lead others if you yourself do not have that self-leadership discipline. So you can't know what other people are going through. You can't help them take their own responsibility or even give them responsibility. And it's even harder that action gets done if you yourself haven't done this work. So once the work has been done and once you are there, you are firstly a role model, so inspiring in the sense of this is how you can lead your own life. This can how you can be self-led and responsible for your own life. And then you can do certain things to encourage a similar behavior within your team members. And if you do, I mean, out of it comes huge fulfillment, right? Because you are fundamentally deciding to live the life that you want to live and do the work that you want to do with a high energy, because so much energy gets wasted on worrying, on doubting, on all these other things that we tend to do. I found the company as a traditional hierarchy, as a traditional structure. And at some point I realized this is not the way to get the full potential out of people and to really realize the full potential of everybody. So I restructured, changed the culture, and now we are a self-led company with no hierarchy. So the structure that we use is a holacracy, but I don't like saying that we're a holacracy. I like saying we're self-led because it's more of a mindset what we have than a structure. So I think the most important thing is leadership. And before you can even start leading others, you need to start leading yourself. So the most important thing is self-leadership. This is something super important for all founders, for everybody out there, not just those wanting to lead a team. Because self-leadership is at the root of being able to live the life that you want to live, and through that also being inspiring to other people in your teams to be able to do, to live the life they want to live and do the best possible work they can. Where to begin? Well, the first point, the beginning, although it is a little bit of a continuous process. The first part of this is awareness, just being aware of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, where your thoughts are coming from, what you need. So it sounds very simple, but a lot of people are not aware of what's happening in their own minds or in their own bodies. So the first step to it is being aware of the situation. The second step, once you have this awareness, is to make yourself responsible for it. So I believe that we are all responsible for our own thoughts, for our own feelings, for our own needs. So as opposed to sitting there and saying, okay, the fault is on the other, the fault is on the politics, the fault is on the weather, or whatever it might be, where we like putting the fault on. It's going away from that and making yourself responsible for whatever is going on within you. And last but not least, it's once you've taken this responsibility, at least in a mental way, is taking action, because obviously nothing's worthwhile if you're not actually acting on your awareness and on your responsibility. So taking action, doing what needs to be done, as simple as that, actually, just doing what needs to be done without not thinking about it too long, or doubting it or questioning it or whatever might be there.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean, that to become a leader, you have to basically run an Ironman every year, and you have to eat perfectly, you have to exercise, you have to meditate, you have to sleep 8 hours, you have to be perfect in that sense? Is that required?
No, I don't believe in perfect, firstly. Although I do some of the things you just mentioned. I mean, for me, meditation, for example, is my way to gain this awareness. It is my way, but there's a lot of other ways. Just taking time to realize, okay, why, any kind of reflection work is working on your own awareness. Whether it's just reflecting on how did my day go, how this meeting go, how did I feel during this interaction with somebody. So that's in itself is enough. And then whether or not you decide to do, nutrition or sport or all of that, it's your responsibility and it's your decision. Yeah. And it's basically seeing that it is my decision and it's not what I hear a lot, I don't have time. Yeah, they don't have time. It's basically not taking responsibility for what you want. Yeah. So it's somebody wanting to do sports and eat well, but not taking time. So it's not being self-led. But it can also be that I don't need it, I don't want it. And then, hey, don't go do an Ironman. By all means.
Okay, so let's say you're in this awareness stage, then every day you should just, at the end of the day or in the beginning of the day, check your body.
So I think you need to do whatever works for you. The way I started is I started doing meditation in the morning to get myself in this frame of mind. And then I really started reflecting after each meeting. After each meeting, I would take 5 minutes and just look in and say, how did I feel? How did I feel? Did I have any, did I have any negative thoughts at some point? If so, where did they come from? Did I react on my impulses? Did I not? Like basically just checking in, because very often we're just in we're just in action and we're not even feeling what we're feeling. So that's how I started. Ideally, we come to a point where we feel it in the moment. Yeah, we don't need to reflect afterwards, because in the moment we're being conscious of our own behavior or our own thoughts and feelings. So that's the goal, but that's not easy to reach at the beginning. So at the beginning, I did it through little habits like daily meditation in the morning, which I still do. I meditate 1 hour every morning, and then through little reflections after every meeting.
All right, so that's very concrete. If you're in the awareness stage of self-leadership, then check in with yourself after every meeting, every morning, whatever works for you best, but have those check-in potentially through meditation. Now, if you're already on the next step of taking responsibility, how do you actually go from thinking you don't have time to do something and then magically finding it?
Yeah. So it's basically, that's why the first stage is so important. Once you realize, okay, I actually really want to be doing sports. Yeah, I know it's good for me. I know that health is one of my important values and goals and whatever, all this has been there. Then basically it's just taking the next step, saying, okay, then as opposed to blaming externally, yeah, it's taking this internally. So it's a process by which and it's a very important process by which you're taking control of your own life. So as opposed to letting life happen to you, you're actually making a conscious decision to say, I am deciding to take this action. I am deciding to care about this topic or not. Yeah. Or I'm deciding to ignore, yeah, this thing that's bothering me. I'm not going to let it bother me anymore. So these are all conscious decisions, which are very important, because how often do we otherwise, in just an average day, we get worried and bogged down on something that we don't consciously even decide to spend energy and time on, which we do anyway. So really making those things conscious decisions.
Okay. All right. And then once you have decided that, you are actually able to take action, and then you can make a plan to show up for that consistently.
Yeah, basically it's just do it mentality. Then once you've decided, then it's basically not going around in circles, just doing what needs to be done.